You know, I was just thinking, I'm proud of being proud of myself.
I'm most proud of the self-care and the healing that I've been receptive to throughout this course.
I'm really proud of myself for how I'm managing my time space, which is also one of my favorite ahas. I can't remember exactly what you said, Tiffany, but I'm like, oh, right, I actually can create that and own it. So I'm doing that a little bit more every day.
And before I joined Tiffany's Embodiment mentoring program, I knew that I was looking for a stronger connection to my intuition, a more trust and faith in divine guidance. I wanted to clean up my energetic hygiene as I work with clients and as I build my business online, which really requires stepping into greater visibility than I had ever been comfortable with before.
I had the joy and pleasure of being a part of Tiffany's Embodiment program this year, and it was certainly a treat.
And through the course of the program, every week with Tiffany's support and every week in the amazing community that she brought together, felt so supported as we really fine-tuned our own practices in connecting with our source energy, opening up our chakras and opening up, connecting to divine guidance and inspiration.
To be in my heart space and to be thankful and grateful and just so many things. There's just so many things.
I generally just feel safer in myself. It's like I understand my boundaries better. I understand what to do. When things start coming at me, how to settle myself down. And I think in general, I just am feeling there's a big safety net around me. And yet there's, it's expansive and I can get out there and do stuff.
Not stopping, just keep going. Just keep going, whatever is next, keep going. And listening and doing whatever needs to be done next.
I'm proud of myself for being really peaceful and calm, much more so than usual.
For me, it helped me to dive deeper into some practices and truths that, I knew, but it was illuminated to me in a fresh, new way where for me, I was able to connect with myself and with God in a greater capacity. And I love
that energetic hygiene that I was looking for, strengthening my boundaries without building walls and blocking the abundance and the flow that I knew that I wanted to call in, finding that balance and just building the awareness of my energy, where my energy was going, what energy I was receiving, if my energy was remaining strong or becoming muddy and murky as I was working with other people, or tuning into what's going on around us in a world where there's so much influence and the impact that can have on us.
There's a gentleness, like a softness that wasn't there before. It's more like I want to say like an ownership of myself, like not, like almost unapologetic. It's like, that's just who I am. Okay. It's okay. It's okay to be that, to be.
I am going to continue with having a stronger divine connection and more faith and determination.
And I loved hearing everybody else too, because, there's a sense of mutuality that we're all kind of going through a lot of stuff. It's a human condition.
And also the qualities that I'm choosing as I move forward is being love. And I especially love the micro and macro boundaries.
The ability that I have gained over the last 6 months to really clear myself, to tune in, to connect with what serves me, and to remain clear
I'm choosing to continue self-care and divine connection.
We did a lot of really deep work on specific boundaries in all aspects and facets of life. And just in that awareness, I feel so much more centered, more grounded, more clear, more in purpose and on purpose in all of the work that I'm doing.
And I'm really feeling that I'm not quite there yet, but I'm feeling strongly that I'm moving into like the next phase of who I'm being. And it's going to be, I could see a deeper version of myself that's closer to the core of who I am. And it's really quite incredible.
Is it just continue to be loving and to like loving, gentle, and curious, I think are the words.
I'm just getting more and more messages from my body all the time. So it's really cool.
And I'm so grateful to Tiffany for creating this program, for the way that she tailored it to exactly where we all were and what we were looking for. It's always a new and unique experience. And it's just exactly what we need to keep us moving forward and in greater alignment.
For me, some of my takeaways in this course was the heart space. So like really opening up our heart and practicing that, right? And really getting clear on what that looks like to practice it and to have our heart space open.
My favorite teachings, it's funny because each topic for that day was it was custom fit to me. And I was like, oh, wow, this is the best class ever, right?
I think the things I really liked, I liked the boundary work. I really loved the heart space work as well. And, the ways to not hijack myself.
And also now I've got my dream job. So that happened during this time.
The connecting up and also the talking from my heart.
And also, as she says, really getting clear on letting our yes be our yes and our no be our no.
So it's so hard to really say that one topic was better than another or whatever, but combined they were so powerful and just so amazing. And if you really put them to use and practice, it's limitless what you can accomplish.
So I would definitely recommend Tiffany's Embodiment program for those who are just wanting to dive deeper into their spiritual practice.
I can get myself back to sleep if I wake up anxious. That's huge.
So grateful that I invested in this program and received Tiffany's support and guidance. And I look forward to continuing to work with her in all aspects.
I, really worked on living from my heart space, not just being in my heart space, but living from my heart space.
And we went through an extensive exercise on boundaries, which I appreciate because I discovered, areas of boundaries that I didn't even realize that were boundaries. And so for me, I was able to identify, okay, yeah, this is non-negotiable in this area, or this is a yes, or this is a no.
So there's a lot of really good stuff going on, and I can understand too why people take this course again and again.
But I'm being really clear with everyone around me, with myself, and also with God, that I am now preparing myself to be with the ideal man that God has chosen for me. God willing, I'd love to continue to participate in all of your programs, Tiffany. I can't even, in a week, probably describe the impact that participating in courses with you has had on my life. So thank you. And thank you all so much for the space.
You're welcome. You've been in pretty much everything I've offered since we met. Again and again and again. So yeah. Good job.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Way to keep diving deep.
And, and many, many more, it's like, it's endless.